All right, so are you ready to dive into some really cool AI tools that are out there that are specifically built for startups? It's like a cheat sheet to help you cut through all the noise and figure out which AI solutions can actually make a difference for your business. And to help us unpack all of this, I've got our AI expert here.
Hello.
And they'll be breaking down not just, what these tools do, but why they're so game-changing, especially for startups.
Yeah, it's a very exciting time. And we're basing today's deep dive on a YouTube video. It's titled 13 Best AI Tools for Startups and Entrepreneurs 2024 from the channel Business Solution. It's a pretty good starting point, I think, to get a sense of what's out there.
Yeah. So imagine you have this brilliant idea for a startup. One of the first hurdles is often building that actual product or service, right?
Right.
So this video, it highlights Bubble. You heard of this?
Yeah.
It's an AI-powered platform that lets you create software visually without writing any code.
Yeah, you can think of it kind of like how Shopify allows you to build an online store without knowing how to code.
Wow.
So Bubble does that for apps.
So cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's pretty incredible. And I think what's really fascinating about Bubble is that it completely changes who can be a tech founder.
Oh, interesting.
Right. Because traditionally, you'd need a team of developers.
Yeah, and that can be expensive.
For a startup, that could be a huge expense.
Yeah.
So Bubble empowers entrepreneurs to bring their ideas to life, even if they don't have a technical background.
Right. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
So you can prototype and launch so much faster.
Absolutely.
Which is, vital, especially when you're a startup.
Right.
You're racing against the clock.
Time is money.
Time is money, yeah.
Yeah.
But once you're up and running, the next challenge is staying organized and productive, especially with limited resources.
Yes. So
the video talks about Taskade, which brings AI to task management and collaboration.
Yeah, picture this. So you're brainstorming, let's say, marketing strategies with your team. With Taskade, you could be building a mind map of all these ideas. You could be assigning tasks directly within that mind map and getting instant feedback from the AI on your approach, all in one place.
Wow.
And that kind of integrated efficiency can be a real lifesaver, especially for a startup.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like having a digital brain for your entire team.
Exactly, yeah. Keeps everyone on the same page. And speaking of streamlining, the video also features Process Street, which uses AI to automate workflows and, those standard operating procedures, the SOPs that every business has.
Every business has, yeah.
For a startup, time is money. And Process Street really helps to eliminate all those tedious, repetitive tasks that can just suck up so much energy.
Right.
And what's really interesting is that the AI can actually learn from past tasks.
Oh, wow.
And suggest new ones. So it's making your operations more and more efficient over time.
So it's like having a built-in consultant.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's constantly optimizing your workflow.
Exactly.
That's incredible. All right, let's shift gears and talk about customer interactions.
Okay.
So this is where Custom GPT comes in.
Okay.
It's an AI chatbot that you can train on your startup's specific content.
Yeah, it's like having a 247 brand ambassador in the digital world, ensuring that every customer interaction is on brand and consistent.
Right. Because that's so crucial for startups, right?
Absolutely.
Especially in the early stages when you're building that trust.
Right. You're building trust and reputation. And that consistent messaging through a tool like Custom GPT helps create that cohesive brand experience for the customer. Plus, it can handle routine queries, freeing up your team to focus on those more complex issues.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly.
Customers get quick answers. Your team isn't bogged down by those repetitive questions. But even with streamlined customer interactions, meetings can still be a major time drain.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. That's
why I was really fascinated by MeetGeek, which was mentioned in this video. It's an AI-powered meeting assistant.
I love that one.
Oh, you've used it?
Yeah. I've played around with it.
Oh, that's great. So tell us about it then.
Think of it like your super-powered note taker. It can transcribe those conversations, extract key insights, even identify action items, all automatically.
Wow.
And it integrates with platforms like Zoom and Google Meet, so it makes it super easy to use.
So no more frantically scribbling notes.
Yeah.
Or trying to remember who said what.
Exactly. Yeah. You can actually focus on the discussion, which is, what meetings should be about.
Exactly. Which is what meetings should be about. Okay, so first impressions are everything for startups, right?
For sure.
And often your website is that first point of contact. So how can AI help with that?
Oh, that's a great question. There are some really amazing AI-powered website builders out there, which are great, to get started. But sometimes, especially as your startup grows, you might need more customization and scalability.
Yeah.
And that's where a professional web development agency can really make a difference, like Dreamsoft, for example.
Okay, yeah.
They can work with you to create a website that not only looks fantastic, but is also optimized for conversions and growth.
Right. Because a basic website might be fine initially, but once you're ready to really scale, you need something more robust.
Exactly. Yeah.
But even with a fantastic website, attracting visitors is key, right?
Absolutely.
So the video suggested Tidio
Oh, yeah.
as a way to offer great customer service without breaking the bank.
It's an amazing tool. It provides startups with the tools to offer 24/7 support. You can automate responses to common queries
Wow.
and even analyze customer questions to just constantly improve your service.
So it's like democratizing access to these high-end customer service features,
Yeah, I love that. That's a great way to put it.
which can be a huge differentiator for startups trying to compete with these bigger players.
Absolutely. And speaking of competition, creating impactful marketing campaigns is essential, right?
Right.
And that's where a tool like adcreative.ai comes in.
Okay.
It was featured in the video.
Yeah.
And it uses AI to generate high-converting ad creatives. So you're not just, throwing money at ads and hoping for the best.
Yeah.
It's really leveraging data to help you design ads that actually work.
Yeah, that data-driven decision-making is so important
Absolutely.
for startups, especially when it comes to marketing spend. You need to make every dollar count.
Absolutely. Yeah, you really do. And of course, getting people to click on your ads is only half the battle.
Right.
You need to have landing pages that convert those clicks into leads and customers.
Landing pages, yeah, super important.
Really important. And that's another area where Dreamsoft really excels.
Oh, okay.
They can create those visually appealing and user-friendly landing pages that are optimized for conversions. So, you're making sure that all those marketing efforts, all those clicks on those ads aren't going to waste.
Because what good is an amazing ad if it leads to like a confusing landing page?
Yeah, exactly.
You need that smooth customer journey.
You got it. From the moment they click that ad to taking action. But, even before you can even worry about landing pages, you need those valuable leads in the first place.
Right. Of course.
Yeah.
So how do you get those leads?
That's where LeadFuse comes in.
Okay.
It's this AI-powered lead generation tool that helps you identify and connect with the right prospects for your business. So it's not just about, getting any leads. It's about finding those potential customers who are most likely to be interested in what you have to offer.
Right. So you save time and your conversion rates should be higher.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got it.
It takes the guesswork out of lead generation, which can be a huge time saver for startups.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of time savers, the video also highlights HubSpot.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Which, it's already a well-known CRM platform, but it seems like they've been making big strides in incorporating AI.
Yeah, that's right. They're known for their comprehensive features. But the AI-powered capabilities take things to the next level. Features like predictive lead scoring can help you prioritize your sales efforts.
Right.
While, automated data cleansing keeps your CRM organized and efficient.
So it's like having an AI co-pilot.
Exactly. Yeah.
For your sales and marketing teams.
Right.
Making sure that you're focusing on the right leads.
The right leads, the right activity.
And the right activities, yeah. But HubSpot is not the only platform that's focusing on these comprehensive solutions.
Right.
The video also showcases ClickFunnels 2.0.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Which aims to help you build an entire sales funnel from start to finish.
Imagine building an automated sales machine. So ClickFunnels helps you do that. It helps you create that series of steps designed to guide those potential customers towards becoming, paying customers.
Right.
It integrates everything you need, website builders, shopping carts, membership site tools, all in one platform.
That sounds incredibly powerful, especially for startups who might not have the resources to manage like a ton of separate tools.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And speaking of managing a lot, social media is another area where startups can struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be super time consuming. Just creating that engaging content, building a loyal following, especially when you're already wearing a dozen other hats.
You're already wearing a dozen other hats.
It's true. But, neglecting social media is no longer an option for businesses that want to thrive.
Right.
So that's why it's great that Dreamsoft also offers social media management services.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. They can help you develop a strategy, create compelling content, even manage your ad campaigns
Oh, wow.
to reach your target audience.
So it's like having a dedicated social media team.
Exactly.
Without the overhead.
Yeah. It allows you to really focus on your core business, knowing that your social media presence is in good hands.
Is in good hands, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to building a business, attracting the right talent is so crucial.
Absolutely.
Especially for startups that are, growing quickly. So the video highlights Go Hire, an AI-powered platform that streamlines the entire hiring process.
It's a game changer, really. I mean, finding the right people can make or break a startup.
Right, right.
So how does Go Hire make this process easier? Well, it automates a lot of those really tedious tasks, from posting job openings to managing candidate applications.
Okay.
It even helps with communication between hiring teams and candidates. So it's making the whole process a lot smoother.
Smoother.
Yeah. What's really interesting is that they have a real focus on employer branding, which, in a competitive market, building a strong employer brand can be a major advantage for attracting top talent.
Right, because it's not just about filling a position.
Yeah.
It's about finding the right people who align with your company's, culture and vision.
Absolutely. People who are excited to be a part of the journey.
Yes, exactly.
And speaking of exciting, the last AI tool that was featured in the video is Deep Brain.
Okay.
Which allows you to create those hyper-realistic AI avatars.
Oh, I've seen those.
We're seeing more and more of them these days.
Yeah.
This is where things get really interesting, visually speaking.
Okay.
So imagine creating engaging video content without needing, expensive filming equipment or actors.
Oh.
Deep Brain lets you generate videos using these AI-powered avatars that look and sound incredibly realistic.
So you could have an AI spokesperson delivering your marketing messages or even leading training sections.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Think about the possibilities for creating high-quality video content on a budget. Training videos, marketing materials, customer service interactions, the list goes on.
Yeah.
It's a really unique way for startups to stand out, especially in a crowded online world.
That's incredible. It really feels like AI is just completely changing the game for startups, giving them access to tools and capabilities that were once only available to these larger companies.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just about leveling the playing field. It's really about empowering these startups to be more efficient, more innovative, and ultimately more successful.
More successful. It's like having this AI-powered toolkit at your disposal, helping you tackle all these challenges of building and growing a business.
Right. And when we talk about building an online business, having that solid e-commerce platform is essential.
Right.
And, when it comes to e-commerce, Shopify is a name that comes up often.
It does. It does.
Yeah. It's known for being so user-friendly. It's packed with features, gives you everything you need to set up and run your online store.
And it's great. Dreamsoft also specializes in Shopify store development.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah. They can help you create a visually stunning Shopify store that's tailored to your specific products and brands.
It's awesome.
Yeah, ensuring a seamless and engaging experience for your customers.
Because while Shopify provides the platform, you still need that expertise.
Right.
To design and optimize your store to convert visitors into buyers.
Exactly. Exactly. It's about having both the right tools and the right expertise to succeed in e-commerce.
You got it. But even the best online store won't get you far if people can't find it.
Right, right. That's where SEO comes in.
Absolutely.
Making sure your website shows up in those search results when potential customers are looking for what you offer.
That's right. SEO is so crucial for any online business, and it can be a complex and ever-changing field.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Fortunately, Dreamsoft also offers SEO services. Yeah. They can help you develop a strategy, optimize your website content, and build those all-important backlinks to improve your search engine rankings.
Wow. So they're not just building beautiful websites.
Yeah.
They're making sure those websites are actually seen by the right people.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a holistic approach that covers so many of the key areas that startups need to focus on.
It does.
Yeah, it's about understanding the interconnectedness of all these elements.
Yeah.
From website design to marketing to customer service.
Right.
And it seems like Dreamsoft has a good grasp of how to bring all those elements together for startups.
They really do. It's impressive.
Yeah.
To see a company that offers such a diverse range of services,
Yeah.
all geared toward helping startups succeed online.
It's like they've identified the pain points that startups often face and created a suite of solutions to address those challenges.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. They're not just offering services, they're offering solutions that help startups grow and thrive in this competitive landscape.
Speaking of solutions, going back to all those AI tools that we discussed earlier, one of the most exciting things is how accessible they're becoming.
Yeah.
Even startups with limited budgets can now leverage AI to compete with, larger, more established companies.
Well, it's a game changer.
It is. It's no longer about who has the deepest pockets. It's about who can utilize the technology effectively to innovate. Right. And create those amazing customer experiences.
And it's not just about automating tasks. It's about augmenting human capabilities, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. AI can free up entrepreneurs and their teams to really focus on what they do best, being creative, building relationships, solving problems.
Yeah, it's like having a superpowered assistant handling all those repetitive tasks so you can focus on the big picture.
Exactly.
Now, as AI continues to evolve, we're likely to see even more powerful tools emerge, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Which makes the future of startups even more exciting. It's an incredible time to be building a business with all these new possibilities opening up thanks to AI.
Yeah.
But with so many options out there, it can also be super overwhelming.
It can.
To know where to start.
For sure. And that's one of the reasons why, these deep dives are so valuable.
Yeah.
We're not just listing these tools, we're exploring how they can be applied to address the real challenges that startups are facing.
Right.
It's about providing that context
yeah.
and understanding to help listeners see how these tools can fit into their own startup journey.
Right. And ultimately encouraging them to experiment, right?
Yes.
To explore these new technologies.
For sure.
And see how they can leverage AI to achieve their goals.
Absolutely. Because the startup world is all about innovation.
It is.
And pushing boundaries.
Right.
And AI is giving startups the tools to do just that.
So true. But even with all of this incredible technology at our disposal, it's important to remember that AI is a tool, right?
It is.
It's up to us, the humans, to guide it, to shape it,
right,
and to use it responsibly.
That's a crucial point. We need to make sure that AI is being used to enhance our lives and our businesses, not to replace or diminish the human element.
Right. It's about finding that balance.
The balance.
Between human ingenuity and those AI capabilities, where each one complements the other.
Yeah, absolutely. And that brings us to a pretty thought-provoking question, actually. We talked about tools like Bubble that enable anyone to build software without even coding.
Right.
How might this democratization of development change the types of startups that we see in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Will it lead to a surge in new and innovative businesses? Or will it create new challenges that we haven't even considered yet?
It's a question worth pondering. Because as AI becomes more powerful and more accessible, it's definitely going to have a profound impact on the startup landscape.
Yeah.
It's up to us to shape that impact in a positive and ethical way.
Absolutely. It's a conversation we need to be having now. As these technologies advance, it's so important to consider those potential consequences, both positive and negative.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Because ultimately, the future of startups and how AI shapes that future is in our hands.
Yeah.
It's up to us to use these tools wisely and ethically to create a better world for everyone.
That's a responsibility that we shouldn't take lightly. And as we've seen in this deep dive, there's just incredible potential for AI to empower these entrepreneurs, to drive innovation and to create solutions to some of the world's most pressing problems.
Yeah. It's inspiring to think about what's possible when we combine human creativity with the power of AI. And that's what I love about exploring all these tools. It just sparks our imagination and makes us think differently about what we can achieve.
It's about expanding our horizons and pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And as we discussed today, there are tools available for practically every stage of the startup journey, from ideation to scaling. And if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all the options out there, remember, you don't have to do it all alone.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There are companies out there like Dreamsoft who understand the unique challenges that startups face and can really help you to navigate this complex landscape.
Yeah.
Whether you need help with web development, landing page design, social media management, SEO, even building a Shopify store, they have the expertise to support your growth.
That's great. It's about finding those partners who can help you leverage the right tools and the right strategies to achieve your goals.
You got it. And as we wrap up this first part of our deep dive, I encourage you to think about which of these AI tools might be the most valuable for your specific needs.
Yeah, don't be afraid to experiment.
Experiment.
Try out different tools, see what works for you, and don't be afraid to ask for help along the way.
The world of AI is constantly evolving, so stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay excited about all the possibilities that lie ahead.
That's a perfect note to end on. We hope this deep dive has been helpful and sparked your curiosity about the power of AI for startups.
Absolutely.
So we were talking about deep brain and those AI avatars, and I think it's so fascinating.
Yeah.
This idea that you can create this really engaging video content, but you don't need like the fancy equipment or actors.
Yeah, exactly. So it really opens up the possibilities for startups who might not have those huge budgets.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And you were saying, training videos, marketing, customer service.
All that.
I mean, what can't you do with that?
The possibilities are pretty much endless.
So it really feels like AI is, it's not just leveling the playing field,
right?
But it's really giving startups this edge in a way.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's not just about automating tasks. It's about augmenting human capabilities.
Right.
So AI can actually free up you and your team to focus on what you do best. Whether that's being creative, building relationships, solving problems.
Right, taking care of the busy work so you can focus on the strategy.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that a lot. And as AI continues to evolve, I mean, we're only going to see more and more powerful tools emerge.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is so exciting for the future of startups.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's already an incredible time to be building a business with all these new possibilities opening up thanks to AI.
Yeah, it really is. But I think with so many options out there, it can also be a little overwhelming.
It can be, right?
It's nowhere to start.
You're bombarded with all this new information all the time and trying to figure out what to actually use, what actually makes sense for your business.
Right. And that's, I think, one of the reasons why this deep dive is so valuable.
Yeah.
We're not just listing tools. We're exploring how they can be applied to address, the real challenges that startups face.
Right. It's all about context, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And understanding.
Yeah. Helping our listeners see how these tools can actually fit into their own, startup journey.
Right. And ultimately encouraging them to experiment.
Yes.
To explore these new technologies. See how they can leverage them to achieve their goals, because that's what the startup world is all about, right?
It is. Yeah. It's all about innovation and pushing boundaries.
Pushing boundaries, and AI is giving startups the tools to do just that. But even with all this incredible technology at our disposal, we have to remember AI, it's a tool.
Yeah, that's right. It is a tool.
It's up to us as the humans to guide it, to shape it.
Yeah, and to use it responsibly.
Right.
That's such a crucial point. I think we need to make sure that AI is being used to enhance our lives and our businesses, and not to replace or diminish the human element.
Right. It's about finding that balance.
The balance, yeah.
Between human ingenuity and these AI capabilities where they complement each other.
Exactly.
They work together.
And that brings us to a pretty thought-provoking question, actually. We talked about tools like Bubble that enable anyone to build software without even coding.
Right.
How might this democratization of development, how might that change the types of startups that we see in the future? Will it lead to this surge in new and innovative businesses, or will it create new challenges that we haven't even considered yet?
It's a question worth pondering, because as AI becomes more powerful and more accessible, it's going to have a profound impact on the startup landscape.
Absolutely.
And it's up to us to shape that impact in a positive and ethical way.
Yeah, it's a conversation that we all need to be a part of right now. As these technologies advance, it's so important to consider the potential consequences, both good and bad.
Yeah, both the positive and the negative, for sure, because ultimately the future of startups and how AI shapes that future is really in our hands.
It is. It's in our hands.
It's up to us to use these tools wisely, ethically, create a better world for everyone.
100%. And, as we've seen in this deep dive, there's just incredible potential for AI, to empower entrepreneurs to drive that innovation, to create those solutions, to some of the world's most pressing problems.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about exploring these tools.
Yeah.
It really sparks the imagination and makes us think differently about what we can achieve.
Yeah, it's about expanding our horizons, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. And as we discussed today, there are tools available for, pretty much every stage of the startup journey.
Yeah.
From that initial idea, all the way to scaling and growing your business.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed,
yeah,
which is easy to do
Oh, yeah.
because there's so much out there.
There is.
You don't have to do it all alone.
You don't.
There are companies out there like Dreamsoft
Yeah.
who really understand these unique challenges that startups face.
They do.
And they can help you navigate this complex landscape.
For sure. Whether you need help with, web development, landing page, design, social media management, SEO, even building a Shopify store, they have the expertise to support your growth.
It's all about finding those partners, right? Who can help you leverage the right tools and the right strategies to really achieve your goals.
You got it. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I really encourage you to think about which of these AI tools might be, the most valuable for your specific needs.
Yeah, experiment.
Try out different tools, see what works for you, and, don't be afraid to ask for help along the way.
Absolutely.
This world of AI, it's constantly evolving, so stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay excited about the possibilities that lie ahead.
I love that that's the perfect note to end on. We hope this deep dive has been helpful and has sparked your curiosity about the power of AI for startups. Until next time, happy innovating.